My photography came from my grandfather, who was a good amateur filmmaker and photographer, and my godfather, who was sort of a little bit off the wall. He was a character. He gave me a camera for my confirmation. Instead of giving me a Bible or a crucifix or the normal sort of Catholic symbols, he gave me a camera. And I'm not quite sure why, but I hark back to it now. That got me going in photography. This was a black and white print, and it's the black and white print. It was my first ever surfing photo published, 73. This was Easter at Bells Beach in Victoria during their Rip Curl Pro contest. I mean, and the passion's been there since my early teens, and it's still there. I still love what I do. People say to me, "You're so lucky to do what you do." And I said, well, look, it's basically taking the first step. If you want to do it, just do it. Take small steps at the beginning, but do it. And I look at my life, and I've travelled the world, and with my wife, we've worked together for 25 years. So So this shot was taken in one of the early Chopu events in Tahiti. And I'd been watching all morning the horizon dipping down, like running down at an angle. And it was been thinking, I have to capture this. I wonder how I can capture it. It's probably only at about 35, or it's quite a wide angle lens. The water looks as though the plug's been pulled at the base of the wave, and everything is rolling off the reef into the base of the wave, and it looks like somebody's just like, it's being sucked away, the water's being sucked away. And I mean, it ended up just being called reef draining, and it symbolises what goes on at Chopu. In this little area, there's probably close to 400,000 images, and they all have their own little place to live. And we'd record them, who they went out to, when they came back in, they'd be logged back into the space. So around me is 30 years of travelling, 40 years of travelling the world and shooting. The first frame of this sequence that I shot, which was about a 60 frame sequence, the wave is conservatively 40 to 50 foot high, but the lip is throwing out further than the wave is high. So the lip has to be flowing out 60 to 70 feet. So you think of a barrel that's 50 foot high and 60 or 70 foot wide. I mean, that's crazy. Here's my imagery coupled with great captions, and we'll have a laugh and smile and things like that. I'm going, hey, this image looks really cool, and the caption is perfect, you know. And I've been doing that for a long time, and I still get a smile on my face and still get a buzz from it.
Just let 'em